Hey guys, Squint here. The challenge lock we have for you in the vise today is from Fast Charlie. He's got this one called Plain Jane's Inner Beauty. He said this is an experimental lock, or experimental pins or something. There's the key bitting on it. I already have it viced up because I don't have a kick holder in it. You have to kind of play with it to get it in there. So, but you guys can see he's bored out the inside of that cylinder, so it's going to make it a little bit tricky to try to pick with the top of the keyway tension bar. So we're going to use one of these Z bars I've been using to pick some of these. It gives me pretty good control, and let's see if we can get it picked. Again, he says this is an experimental, so don't really know what to expect, but we're going to try to get it open. First thing we're going to throw at it is a one of these picks from the Monstrum kit. It's a full dent. We're going to throw it up on this ledge and just try to get some of these pins up out of the way. Got a pretty light pressure on the tension wrench. Okay, big click there on 3. Sliding on 2. Little click. Couple clicks out of 1. A little more feedback there. Alright, I think we got it. 2 still bound up. Yeah, just drop some. Okay, that was 6. That's 4. What I like to do with this pick is stick it up on the ledge there and then just twist it a little bit, and that rise right there really does a pretty good job at setting the pins. It's like number 2. Nope, number 1 with a click. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. We'll use a hook number 4. We got a nice false set going. Okay, sounds like 3. Dropping some pins. 2, give me a little false set. 1, give me a little bit more false set back. Now we're bound up. Everything is bound up. I can't even get it back past. Felt like 3. Yeah, everything is bound up in there now with that false set. And there is no feedback from anything. Let's release the tension just a little bit. It's like 2, okay. 3 with a click. Maybe I have a false or overset. Let me check this number 1 pin again. Okay, we dropped something. Okay, a little click there on 3. A little turn off of 2. Big turn on 1, and this is where we get into that little false set. Once you click that one pin, there is no movement from anything. Okay, there was a little feedback there. Felt like a couple clicks out of 3. Oh, there we go. I think I overset 3. Backed it off just a tiny bit and opened it up. I felt like I got 2 clicks out of it and I should have only had 1. Let's see what he's done in this thing. This is crazy. It's a crazy looking little. You can see we're open. I did have a key, so we're going to go ahead and lock it back up. And let's gut it. You guys can see the key work. Got to push some pressure on it for it to work, but it does work. All right, let's use. Let's see. Should be able to get this one off pretty easy. So I think, yeah, there we go. Definitely gonna shim it. He tells us to. Here we go. And let's go ahead and keep hands. Okay. Get the big fat fingers out of the way. Alright, we do have. Oh, my hands are cramping up, sorry. You guys can see it's 6 pins. Everything's in and working. Looks like he's got some construction holes filled in. 1 little threaded, 2's double serrated. 3 is a spool, serrated spool key pin. And then another serrated spool. 4, 5's a little serrated. And 6 is a little serrated. If you look at the tops of these pins, at least 5 and 6 have been shaved down. So they're kind of a weird shape. Nothing done to the core. Let's see what he's done up top here. Tweezers, here we go. Number 1, nice long almost 4 different serrations. 2's a nice long dry. Oh, that's 2-piece. Sorry. So we got a repurposed key pin. It was it's a 2-piece pin. Number 2, heavily serrated. A little copper or a little steel spring. 3. Right. I'm gonna push this back down because I have a piece of number. I think I did. I'll have to look at it again. I swear this wasn't a T-pin. There we go. So he's got, it's a 2-piece pin, but it doesn't go together. Kind of went like that. If I saw it right. It was just hard to grab with the tweezers. Okay, another long serrated pin in 6. And a long serrated spool in 5. I'll get that spring here in a second. And 4 is a little bitty serrated spool. 2 small springs there. Alright, let's see if he's done anything up top. Nope, nothing at all. Nothing at all done up top. I do have a little bit of confusion on this one. Fast Charlie, you're gonna have to let me know, buddy. This number 3 pin, I couldn't really see it when it came out. This is probably some of your experimental stuff that you were talking about. But we'll get you guys zoomed in so you can see everything that he's done in here. But let me know when I get to number 3 if I have it right. This key pin here is just a little bitty stepped up reduced diameter, but he's got a little serration in there, and then a long, nice, beautiful, long serrated spool in 1. 2, he has a serrated key pin, and then the driver is a 2-piece pin, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this one. Fit in here like this, but it does come apart. You can see he's got a repurposed key pin there, nicely serrated, very sharp. 3 is a deep spool key pin, couple of serrations on top, but then here he's got, it was a real sharp end. I'm not sure if it went, I think I lost this piece and it went into another chamber, but if I'm looking at it right, I think it goes like this. It would be a 2-piece pin pushing each other like that. I think that's how it goes. So you have this top piece here pushing, so it's almost like a broken spool, if that makes sense. Come on now. It's so little it's hard to, but when I took it out, this is the only thing I saw sticking up out of the chamber was this piece. So I think those two, it's kind of like a broken spool. Let me know if that's what it looks like. He's got a real tiny spring with it. And then number 4, he's got a nice serrated spool key pin, and then another serrated spool driver with another small steel spring. And then in 5, he had a serrated key pin and a almost like an hourglass spool, and then another small steel spring. And then number 6, he's got another serrated spool key pin, and then another serrated spool driver. But you guys can see, let me see if I can get this a little bit closer to where it'll focus. This is maybe the experimental pin, kind of like a broken spool almost. You guys can see where I think if I did this right, I think that's the way it looks. When I was pulling it out, I lost that piece in another chamber, and this was the only thing. This was the only thing sticking out. It looks kind of like a T-pin, but I think they shot together like that to make almost like a broken spool. So if I don't have that right, Fast Charlie, let me know. Excellent, beautiful work on these pins. This 2-piece pin's beautiful, and all of these spools, these serrations are fantastically done. So let me know on pin number 3. Yeah, so this was Plain Jane's Inner Beauty. Yeah, Plain Jane's Inner Beauty by Fast Charlie. Again, there was the bidding, and it was one hell of a pick. Don't get me wrong, it was definitely a fighter. So I can't wait to see the next person pick this. All right, guys, this is Squint, and I'll be on to the next lock.